E3 2012.
E3.
All right, all the major conferences are over with. We've seen Microsoft, Ubisoft, Sony, EA, Nintendo twice, three times really, and maybe two or three games at the entire conference impressed me this year. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. So we start with Microsoft. They start with Halo 4. Now that's exciting. I'll admit that. I don't even have an Xbox, but Halo 4 looks great. They got their Spartan co-op mode and all this. Okay, so Halo 4 looks fantastic. Outside of that, they spent 5, 10, 15 minutes with an entire performance by Usher dance around on stage to promote a video game for Kinect. Okay, what's the point of that? Are they advertising to gamers? Are they quote unquote gamers? Okay, to me, a gamer is anybody who plays video games. But if you want to say core gamers, we obviously don't care about that. All right. What else did Microsoft show? They got the smart glass technology. An interesting idea. Some people might say it's ripping off Wii U a little bit, but so you got the smart glass technology, which in the demo they showed, you're watching Game of Thrones, and then you look down at your tablet or your smartphone, and you see more information about what's going on the TV screen. Okay, that's all well and good, but why do I need entertainment while I'm already doing something? You know what I mean? Why do I need to sit there and look at my tablet while I'm already watching TV? That made sense. And then the other demo they showed was for Halo, where you scan something and it goes straight to your tablet. That's all cool and everything. A, a gimmick, it seems like though. A little bit of a gimmick. It's not games aren't gonna be designed around that. I don't foresee. It'll be a nice little tack on feature, but nothing worth buying a game over. Microsoft was underwhelming this year to say the least. All right, then we got Ubisoft. Their presentation was great. I really can't knock them. Rayman Legends looked fantastic. Watch Dogs looked great, even though that might be for next gen systems, it seems like. Uh, Assassin's Creed looked good. Their presentation was cool, but what was the point of having a comedian host along with that YouTube guy? I'd never seen him before. Maybe y'all have. Once again, who are they advertising to here? EA's, I didn't even watch that. They got what, sports, UFC, and Madden. That's real exciting. It's been the same game for the past 12 years. Well, they got the new physics engine in Madden now, but whoop-de-doo. Uh, Sony's was all right. They clearly don't give a crap about Vita, which is a shame. And the thing is, I read they got 25 new games on the show floor for Vita, and they didn't mention a single one of them on stage except for Assassin's Creed. And that bundle looks good. Maybe that'll justify the cost of the $50 4 GB SD card. All right, Sony's was okay. They got their Smash Bros. Clone, but their presentation wasn't terrible. Then you got Nintendo, who was supposed to recapture the hardcore gamer this year. They started with Pikmin 3 and a cute little intro by Miyamoto. That's all right. And from there, it just went right downhill. They spent, first of all, their presentation was only, what, 70 minutes long? And he said, oh, we don't have much time to talk about all the great content that's coming out. So they had a completely different thing for 3DS the next day, which I'll get to in a minute. But outside of Pikmin 3, what do they have but Sing? Okay, some stupid karaoke game. Just Just Dance 4. All right, at least they didn't have some kind of stupid celebrity come out and dance all day. All right, you got Nintendo Land. We just spent the last 20 minutes of the conference talking about, and no one cares about. So that brings me to my question: Is who is E3 for? Is it for the core gamers that read, you know, IGN and N4G and Games Radar and what have you? They read these sites frequently, so there were no surprises at E3 for us at all. Besides what, Watch Dogs and a few other things. But far and away, we knew about every single game that was at E3. There were no surprises. Okay, so is it for the core gamers? Doesn't seem that way, at least not this year. How about the casual gamers? You can't assume so because if you go on the street, 9 out of 10 people you ask don't know what the heck E3 even is. If you're going to say, man, I'm really excited for E3 this year, which you shouldn't after this year's display, but if you were to say that, you're going to get what the heck is E3? Nobody knows what that is except for core gamers, right? So it's got to be for stockholders, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. But Nintendo stock dropped after their presentation because they're not advertising to anybody who cares about what's going on. And the people who sat there and took the time to watch are disappointed. We're pissed. Their 3DS exclusive conference they had today. Uh, no new games. Okay, now Castlevania looked cool. Epic Mickey looked cool. Paper Mario looked cool. It all looked great, but there was nothing new shown there. We saw some gameplay. Okay, but none of these games are coming out till holiday this year at the earliest. So we were gonna see that eventually anyway. Show me something new during E3. All right, so that was my problem. I feel like no one knew who they were advertising to. Okay, gaming is becoming this commercial thing where none of the companies care about gamers anymore. They're trying to appeal to stockholders, but they're even failing at that. So, so what did you guys think? Were y'all as disappointed in this E3 2012 as I was? Anything besides maybe two or three games that excited y'all? What do you think?